Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Rosita's Rescue event. It is a brand new event that has already started in RTS, and we're going to be seeing, is Rosita free to play? We have had some characters recently in events with Mercer, Dell in a current event, and previously Andrea. And those were, very different types of events. Some events seemed to be more accessible than others, and they just weren't. For instance, the Andrea one, just suddenly you were pitted against your own faction quite heavily, and it was probably only a few people in a region that actually managed to get her just from playing the game. And then we have Mercer, where you had to get everything done. Everything done. You couldn't miss a single day, which would be not too bad for active players in active factions, but in lower factions and less active factions, it would have been more difficult. And in Dale, you have to hit the 3 roadmaps a day. So they're very different, but very, very much like you can't miss out on anything or you're not getting anything. Let's see what we have to do to get Rosita here. And we'll read through the introduction. It says, Rosita's Rescue. Hello survivors, Rosita is injured and needs your help. In this all new limited time event, you'll need to gather the proper medical supplies to get Rosita back on her feet and earn some valuable loot along the way. The event dates are as follows. It starts today, the 25th of May at 10 AM Pacific time, and it ends on the 4th of June at 10 AM Pacific time. There is a grey market attached to this as well, which will last for probably at least 24 hours past the end of the roadmaps. Now, read through the overview for the event. It says, to help rescue Rosita, you'll need to first collect bandage wraps by completing the Rosita's Rescue solo mission events, which will require you to level up an alert, fast, strong, and tough mythic fighter. Additional bandage wraps can be acquired via the shop. Once you've acquired enough bandage wraps, you can use them as energy for the tourniquets roadmap. Complete all stages of this roadmap to get enough tourniquets for your first copy of Gold Mythic Rosita found in the Grey Market. After you've finished the tourniquets roadmap, you'll unlock the bonus rescue roadmap, where you can unlock even more tourniquets. The bonus rescue roadmap acts will also require the following. Act 1 will require a Rosita, so the Rosita you get from the first section at grade 4 to 5. Act 2 will require Carl at grade 4 to 5. Act 3 will require Dexter at grade 4 to 5. And Act 4 will need a grade 4 to 5 Gabriel. Now, they don't need to be leveled up at all. They just need to be that grade via Ascension. You can take 4 other characters to carry you through the stages. Now, it doesn't say here what it'll be required to actually run those roadmaps, but I'm going to guess it's going to be more of the bandaged wraps. We'll come back to this later. Now, as you've probably seen, the Rosita's Rescue missions have started up in-game, where you can get a possible reward of 100 of these bandages. This is the energy to run the roadmap, which we'll check out in a second. But it's just simple as just leveling up each trait 500 times. It has to be mythic fighters. And as you can see, 50, 150, 250, 350, and 500 for alert. Then it goes on to fast, then it goes on to strong, and then lastly it goes on to tough. Now you have the full 10 days to do this. You don't have to level up a certain amount by a certain point. So it seems a little bit more relaxed than, for instance, the Dale roadmap event, which is just like you have to do it every 8 hours. You miss one, you're done. And the same with Mercer pretty much. This one's a little bit more relaxed, where you could potentially leave it till right at the last minute if you really wanted to, or you could get it cleaned out in the first couple of level ups. Now, of course, the easiest way to do this would just be to level up a silver mythic. If you go to any silver mythic at level 1, you can see you can get 125 levels into a silver mythic. It's actually 124, so you would have to max out the tier 1 of 4 silver mythics plus do 4 extra levels, so get into level 5 of an extra mythic, and then you've done it. That's it. And you can see it doesn't cost huge amounts of resources, so you can see, you're going to get points for this as well in the top right hand corner, so it will go towards your normal level up. And I think there's going to probably be what, 5 level ups during those 10 days. Generally it's 1 every 2 days, so you're going to have a lot of points to be required to get in those level ups anyway. You might as well get sort of like double rewards for this. Of course, gold mythics do count too, so if you want to prioritize gold mythics, it is completely up to you. The higher the tier of a character, the more points you're going to get for level up, but it doesn't matter what tier they are if you just want to go for the missions. Now we'll check out the roadmaps, and there are 2. You can see the new one on the right hand side, tourniquets, and then there's a blacked out one on the left hand side over here that you open up once you complete this one on the right hand side. This one on the right hand side, we'll just click on it. I've looked through it all. It does require the full 100 bandages to run. It's 40 for Act 2 and 3, and it's 20 for Act 1. and then you will get the exact amount of tourniquets, these collection items, from running the entire thing to get 1 Rosita. As you can see, you can get 25 per stage here, so that's 200. You can get 50 per stage here, and then a 200 here, so that's 400. And then again, you can get 50 per stage again here, that's 400. So it's 1,000 tourniquets that you can get. And if we check out the grey market, that's also in game already, you can see that 1,000 gets you 1 Rosita. Now, if you are part of Survivors Club, you will get a little bit extra on top. It says SC members will find a free one-time 20 bandage wraps offer in the shop. Don't forget to pick this up if you're subscribed. Now, this is mainly going to cover you if you fail some stages on that first run, and if you want to just do maybe a couple of stages on the second roadmap that opens up. There is no details on what that's going to cost, but it's almost definitely going to cost bandage wraps. And it'll probably be exactly the same roadmap again for the second one. So if you were part of Survivors Club, you'd have to buy effectively like 80 bandages, most likely. There's a detailed breakdown of the grey market shop. As you can see, 1 Mythic Gold Rosita costs 1,000, and you can get up to 2. 3,000 Gold Mythic Recruit Tokens cost 300, and you can get that up to 10 times, and then so on and so forth. Gold Salvage Tokens, Silver Salvage Tokens, Bronze Salvage Tokens, World Energy Refill, Supply Markers, 1 million food bags. Different stuff if you have any leftovers. Mainly it's going to be people with like Survivors Club who can run the extra stages, who would just have little bits of leftovers. I think you're most likely going to be able to have the exact amount to claim 2 Rositas if you complete everything that is available. But there will be no doubt ways to purchase tourniquets in the store if you so need to. So that is the Rosita's Rescue event, and it does look like at least 1 Rosita is accessible. You can do that by leveling up, like I said, each of the traits. Mythic characters 500 times, gold or silver mythics. If you're really struggling for the leveling up gold mythics, you can just level up silver mythics. Now you can tier up those silvers to get them in position. For instance, I've got a tier 4 alert character because I'm going to be getting Erica soon enough just to instantly get Erica to tier 5. But I can level up that tier 4 silver character in the meantime just to give her, you know, 100 levels quite easily and get quite a reasonable amount of points that way. I will lose out on those trainers towards gold mythics. You've just got to decide, is it worth going for points and obviously towards this event progression, or do you want to save your trainers for, you know, particular gold mythics? Personally, I haven't got huge amounts of gold mythics that I can actually level up. So a lot of the time I am having to level up 5 stars, 6 stars, S-class and silver mythics at the moment just to actually get points for level ups. And the Rosita's Rescue just kind of makes it feel even more beneficial to level up characters at the moment. So it doesn't seem too terrible. You are only going to be able to get 1 just from playing, but if you want to go for that second one, obviously, you're going to have to wait and see how many bandages is required. I am guessing it's going to be the same amount, 100, but it could need like 500. We just don't know. So I wouldn't purchase any bandage offers until you actually unlock the second roadmap if you are wanting to, you know, purchase stuff and go towards the second Rosita just to see how many you require. It's a shame we can't actually preview that roadmap before it's unlocked, but maybe that's something that can be added in the future. We'll have to wait and see. But do tell me your thoughts on the Rosita's Rescue event. I will probably do a preview of this character because I don't actually think I've done a preview of Rosita, so I'll try and get one out by the early next week. Leave me your thoughts in the comments down below. Is this a character that you actually want to get? Me personally, it kind of is because she is a survivor and I've got 3 gold mythic survivors already. This would be my 4th, so potentially I would need that last 5th, which is most likely going to be a promo, but maybe I could do a little cheeky pull for that character. We'll have to wait and see. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below though, guys. That is the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.